Will be a race to 13. Who is going to join Aloysius Yap in the final? Aloysius Yap has won one of the Open events this season. Joining us in the booth, he's got his popcorn ready. Double J, Jeremy Jones.
Yeah, Aloysius Yap absolutely loves this East Coast of America as well. He's won the International twice last year, right down the road in St. Augustine, and U.S. Open has been good to him overall. Did miss that one final, of course, but overall it's been a good place for Aloysius Yap to play pool.
Yeah, and of course the U.S. Open, he's not far away. The 18th through to the 23rd of August, to be exact. Back down in Atlantic City at the Harrah's Resort. Fedor Gorst was the winner last year, where he beat a certain SVB. Can he go there and keep hold of the title? Not going to be easy, but he nearly did it at the World Championships. Went there as defending champion. Ended up losing the final to Carlo Biardo. 15-13 rather. What a final it was. And what a match this could prove to be. SVB against Chang Yulong. Good to see Chang Yulong real deep in one of these events, Jeremy.
Yeah, absolutely. He's one of my favorite players to watch. Always has been. Every year he went to the U.S. Open, I know he's going to win it this year. But he's had some big wins. I think the biggest, the China Open for him. But yeah, I think and his score lines have been pretty convincing in this Florida Open. He's played more of these events in the last year, and I think it's serving a lot of purpose for him. It's all going to be about the start. I think, like we talk about for most matches. Here's our prize money breakdown. $40K to the winner tonight, $16K to the runner-up. So a huge match at 7:30. Make sure you tune in, and there's the rest of the final 64 payouts.
The DJ is pumping the tunes. The fans are ready. We're also ready. Refereeing the second semi-final, it will be Ben Taylor Fuente from England. He's a real stable of the tour now. He's at all the events. Players will lag for break. Nearest the top rail will break first. This is a very tidy lap. Just look at Shane, he's touching the rail.
Thank you. The first rack, Shane Van Boening to break.
Yeah, avoiding a scratch somehow. And I was going to say, as the days have gone on, we all noticed Shane not really cranking up the brake, but it seems like he's gotten more comfortable with the timing, and I don't think that will bother him other than not having a shot. I'll talk about a guy that can come with shots, Chang Yulong. And Shane will know that. These two have, I'm sure, taken center stage before. Pretty difficult push out, though, if you don't have a look at this blue two. Yeah, Chang, not the type of guy you want to challenge to get him started early, right? I mean,
yeah, we know he's one of the best shot makers in the game. He will not be scared to unleash. SVB has got the short cue in hand here.
Yeah, occasionally on these close ones, when he's trying to be delicate, playing the object ball or the cue ball, occasionally have a foul getting over this type of ball. It's rare, but it does happen. And he's going to get a nice roll here.
Yeah, the powers that be have been doing a bit of social media work, and we did a poll. This is what the viewers think. 81% to Shane. I mean, sure, me and Jeremy have different vibes about that percent, but never mind.
Is he playing the hook behind the point here? Oh, he's going behind the 8. Didn't know that was available. Very good.
Percent might slightly change after that safety shot.
Yeah, what are the live odds? That's what we need. He nestled the cue ball up really well, and only a portion of the 2 to get at if he can get to these 2 cushions on the bottom end. Is there a kick up the table that's any better? Doesn't appear so. He's got to juice this, huh?
Stroke.
That's how good the safety was.
Ball in hand.
Shane very good at that type of shot as well.
Not easy tying balls up.
Please start the clock.
He's tied one ball up, but get the feeling he'll be in a worse hook when he comes back to the table.
Yeah, and you wonder where he's going to place the object ball, though. I mean, these type of 3 fouls, you need congestion. You need portions of the object ball taken away. He's going to open this cluster then. So he's going to leave the cross corner kick on. That's what I was kind of wondering.
Go, Shane.
Was he trying to pinch the cue ball up on the back of the 6 a little bit to cut this off? Shane's pretty happy to have it. I'd say he'll threaten this, huh, Carl?
Yeah, I thought Chang could have done a better job. He's got to sit and fade the kick shot here. He knows Shane will hit this ball. Well, that was close.
Yeah, and just like the online poll of who they're picking, honestly, who they're rooting for in this may be even a greater percentage than that 81%. Very heavy American crowd, of course. SVB being the man.
Just look at the cue action. Doesn't get down near the cue, likes to stand quite high up. Yeah, we talked about it always, him standing up off the ball, but he also has so much power, and I wonder if those two things kind of go together. Not being down on the ball quite as much. Never seen him any different, really, in 20 years of watching him play. Wonderful speed control. This is ideal on the 8 ball. Chang Long takes the opening rack. World ranked 43. But the players and the ex-players, we know he's higher than that. The Taiwanese Typhoon, that's his nickname. Really is. Beautiful play. That's his route to the semi-final. You see how difficult it is to get to the last day of an open event on the WNT, his quarterfinals against Gangflow, his easiest match. Absolutely destroyed Al-Kaidi 10-2, and Al-Kaidi was in great form. Mustafa Alma in the last 32 and Duan Kuk Kwang in the final 64. It's a race to 11 now. We're at the semi-final stage. Now we're going to get a look at the break-off.
Yeah, great spread. Seems he hit him a hair thicker. Now, the cue ball got kissed right away, I think, so. No, really, really good, actually. Yeah, I like him talking or going after this one, trying to cut it in and go back and forth, maybe play the cue ball where the two's at now.
This needs to go, Jeremy. It needs to go.
Yeah, I thought he'd lay on the right side, but went the extra rail. Of course, these guys are at the table, so one little half inch makes a huge difference on how you're going to play the cue ball.
Extension cool.
Not really sure about position off this three, but
Yeah, I wonder if he'll try and go off the left long rail, you know, the top bit just after the middle, and try and come that route off a couple of rails. It's obviously very difficult.
I like that better, though. Kind of playing the shot more natural. Beauty. Good call there, Carl.
Yeah, upon strike, I thought he was going to come down a bit further, but it's just held up. Still needs another good shot here.
Yeah, he can easily cue the right side of the ball. I think that's going to help.
The poll, the percents will have slightly changed. Chang knows which end of the queue to chalk. Shane Van Boning is in for a match. Shane's had plenty of matches this week. This is his route through to the semi-final. Winners qualifier, fellow American 9-1. Then Yoshioka 10-1. Sanderson did win some racks, I think it was 10-4. Then Marvin Aziz and John Morris. Actually looks fairly easy when you look at that. He's not lost many racks at all. Granted, it's early stages in this semi-final. He's not had much table time. All seems very comfortable, JJ, for Shane here this week.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think it was 10-4, 10-5 with Sanderson, and even the ones earlier, a few matches earlier than that, were cruising. Had a 9-0 win. Yeah, the break looks very good.
Yeah, that's not what your opponent wants to see off the break. He's got work to do, though, here. He's got to get back up table for the red 3.
Yeah, look at them nice spreads, making a couple balls on the break. And as Carl alluded to, the angle naturally on the 2 is going towards that 9 and 6. Drawn by it 2 rails out of the lower right corner. That looks really dangerous. Do you top this ball and just, know you're going to catch some of the 6 or some of the 9? I think it's the 9 more than anything. Get where he's at now. That would be, oh, what a sweet swing. He's really not afraid, this guy.
Yeah, he even got a lot out of that one as well. Looks like he can go forward off 2 rails. Just got to avoid the 8 and the 9. There's a gap there.
Effortless power and awesome timing. That's why he gets that easy power. Oh, okay. Saw that one off the cue ball a little thin.
Yeah, he's got to be pumped up, hasn't he? He knows he's in America and it's such a beautiful setting. I can't tell you how close the front row is to the table. This is compact. There you see, you can have a good look there. Feels intense. The ideal start, though.
Yeah, and I think Shane was down maybe 2-1 in a match, but I'm not sure he was ever trailing it all week by 3 games.
Well, the crowd now know that SVB is up against it. He's in a match here and he's 3-0 down. One thing's for certain, we know who the winner will be playing, because Aloysius Yap won the first semi-final of the day. Let's hear from him.
Yap, congratulations, you're in another final this year. How are you feeling?
I feel really nervous, I guess. I still can't believe it. It was such a tense match. Both of us could really win it, and I got really fortunate at the back. I had a golden break after the timeout, and yeah, the whole match just changed from there. And then I got really lucky at the back.
One of the last times you were in Florida, you actually won one of the ranking events, and you're now here on the cusp of winning a major in Florida. What's going through your head right now?
Still can't believe it, I guess. So I know I have to stay focused. So yeah, I'm just gonna do my best later in the final.
Once again, congratulations, Yap, and we'll see you in the final.
Thank you so much.
We'll see him in the final, this evening's final. Who's it going to be? Who is going to be joining Yap? It's a weird feeling, isn't it, Jeremy, when you're in a match and you come in and you sat at the table, you feel good, and you've had a jump shot and you're 3-0 down. What's Shane got to do? What's any pool player got to do?
Well, Shane knows better than we do what to do, but he'll just buy his time. I think he's mentally he's in a great position. Just the way the matches have gone, he just knows he needs to get a chance. And
Back 4.
it's not only up to Chang on that chance. See what the pool gods deliver. Nine ball.
It's
See you
close. It is close. The bumblebee off the break for Chang Yu Long. That is not what Shane wanted to see. Here's another look.
Well, I'll tell you, he gets a lot into the rack. Great spreads. Looks like the one's a foregone conclusion and a bonus there with the golden.
You know, Jeremy, when we talk about comebacks and that, is there a particular number, do you think, where, obviously at 2-0, Shane's not concerned. What's the number where concern sets in, do you think?
I think if you don't get a game when they cross that 5 number into 6, that's the one that starts to say, okay, we got to have something special to make this comeback, no matter if it's SVB or not.
Yeah, race to 11. So we're getting to that critical point of the game.
Yeah, like a 5-1 never bothered me too much in the race to 11 if I was playing well.
Yeah, but 6-0, I know what you mean. That just doesn't sound good.
Oh, he's missed the one. Got a hair quick.
Not really left anything, though. The crowd trying to G up there, man.
I've seen the same story all week. When someone gets a lead and they do happen to have an opening or give an opening, the opponent that's trailed has really had to earn it and fight back to get back in these matches. No great path here for the safety. You can get behind the 7, but you end up short. There's some openings.
Yeah, it looks to be playing this with some left. Let's watch the cue ball.
You can play some different safeties, right? When you have a 2-3 situation like we have here with the 2 and 3 ball, it gives you a little more room for error and a little more leeway. Now, can he overcut this and run the cue ball? That would be ideal. Try and use the 2-3-7 if you feel good with inside spin. Just come in between the 3-9 with the cue ball, back up the table. Looks pretty natural to me. Just needs a little left side. Overcut the 1 to the side cushion. Yeah, kind of like that. I mean, problem with that is he caught it too thick. So now the safety should be much easier for Shane. Does anyone have more of a bitter beer face than Shane? I don't know if y'all had those commercials back in England when they were popular, but Shane will give you some faces.
He'd have been a bit concerned when the 1 ball were tracking there because he leaked the cue ball out a little bit. The 8 balls helped.
Yeah, we hadn't had, many strokes at the table, right? That one was kind of touchy. Trying to cut the 1, throw it a bit. Might go easy here.
It's about the 2 ball though, isn't it? What's he going to do with the 2? What angle, if any, has he got on the yellow 1 ball?
Yeah, he may plan him right here on the 1. Depending on what future he can see with the 2. If it's available.
Extension.
Boy, he's really gambling here. Really gambling on that one.
Enjoying your Caesar salad? Oh, this is not like SVB. That is very, very light. The clapping, but I think you can see a piece of this ball to pot it.
I think it's a hanger. He's got to just maybe cue down a little bit, coming 2 cushions for the 3. But I was going to say before that safety, I hate that safety pushing through on that ball. Seems like I can sell out on it quite often. I may have cut the 2 up towards the 6 and just come 1 rail behind the 3.
Yeah, but if you look at the pink 4, the 2 didn't go in that pocket. You could have hit it a lot harder.
Right. Again, not a lot of time at the table here early, though. They've all been awkward. And the way Chang's breaking the balls, I think this could get out of hand easily. This has got to settle a little bit. Doesn't want to get over the 9. I think he's gotten just past it. You know, he's one of those players, Carl, that always looks comfortable, right? But, I mean, from what I know, and I've watched him so many years, he looks very in tune. No worries at all.
Yeah, he's got a lovely touch, hasn't he, with the cue ball?
Did he win the China Open twice? I kind of feel like he won it twice. No, he won it once. And has had other victories in Asia and other parts of the world. Mainly those victories have eluded him here in America, though.
Yeah, 2-time champion, 2014 and 2010. I should ask you who you beat in the final, but that would be a real tough question.
Yeah, I thought I did pretty good to remember the two finals, or the 2 wins, rather. But interesting, though, 5-0 now. That's that number we were talking about.
Yeah, Chang Yulong will be at the US Open, 18th through to the 23rd. Back at the Harrah's Resort in Atlantic City. Many pros' favourite tournament of the year, and along with the World Pool Championships, it's one of the biggest majors in pool. But this is also turning into one of the biggest majors. We're going to be back in Vietnam at the Vietnam National Sports Complex, 7th through to the 12th, the Hanoi Open. Okay, SVB has lost the opening 5 racks. This is getting to a worrying stage of this match. With a man breaking like that.
Yeah, and can't quite get into him like Akachi or some of the others, but he's not holding back at all. Tracking the cue ball nicely. It's going to get some action on the 9 like that. He'll shoot at this as well. And almost needs to roll it, really? To have a chance to get on the 3, to get on the pink, maybe. Type of shot you're not wanting to roll. But I feel like he almost has to.
Well, Chang can see the bottom side of this. He's got to get the safety better. He's let a couple slip. Yeah, job well done there. It could have been easy to slightly underhit that and leave the right hand side table open. He hasn't.
Yeah, I like that kick to the left side rail, really. Think you got a chance to make it? bring the cue ball back off the bottom end of the 2. It's the type of kick I think a lot of the players feel good about. Just center ball, pretty much. Yeah, I like that, taking that time. Even though there's a problem with the 4-6 maybe later in the rack. Not giving up ball in hand is huge here for a guy that's trying to get off of 0. No, unlucky scratch there. Hit it exactly how he wanted on the bottom end.
Yeah, he's just going to be patient, Shane. He knows that. He's the player who's done it all, seen it all. He's got the T-shirt. He knows how to turn a match around. Starts here, but look at the pink 4.
Yeah, and the 5's on the bottom end, so like a bank shot, the carry shape is pretty difficult to determine. Can he go one rail at it right here?
I think that is the plan.
You wouldn't want to play short side and get yourself trapped where you can't get position and the safety's funny, so.
Again, he can't slide round the back of it because it doesn't even pass the brown 7 in this bottom left corner. Got to take a gamble here. He's forced into it. Division for SVB, and then he plays it. What a great shot.
Falling a little on the 50 here, it appears also. Playing the side is sending him towards the 7. The corner may have the side pocket involved.
Yeah, that's the danger whenever you go into a couple of balls. You just can't guarantee where they're going to finish, but he had no option. He was completely forced into this situation.
I think he's going to take the corner with some speed and drop off the side cushion between the 7-8. This one will have a thump.
Needs this to hold up. He doesn't want to sit on the 8. Oh, wow. It's just amazing. The game's amazing. You think it's 5-0. Well, it is 5-0, but just when you need something to happen, it's amazing how it can just go against you.
Yeah, but I love the face that Shane had right there. I think he feels like he can still overcome this.
Oh, SVB. He played one of them yesterday and he got it. He's got another one today. 2-round kick to stay at the table.
Yeah, again, if you saw his posture and his face after that real bad roll, you wouldn't even know he got a bad roll, really.
I wonder if that lady's on a phone changing her voting poll. Eight to 1%. The fans spoke. Said Shane would win this match.
Well, we know he's not playing with the extension, but not even pulling it out for this. Rather go with the bridge.
Needs to go. He'd rather be playing it with his hand. God, I can't believe where he's put his cue there. That's wild for an Englishman to see that. He's won his first rack. That queuing down on it.
Yeah, that's a little different in America from player to player, but we had everything in that rack though. We had Chang flinch a little bit on that 2-ball. Had Shane come with some big, powerful shots that always gets him going. Big kick shot there on the 5-ball, and now we all of a sudden feel like we got a match.
Yeah, well, he made it 5-1, and that's what we kind of feel like the number was. 6-0. Scary, still a little scary. Listen, he's got the break. A break and run, a golden break. All of a sudden, you're back in the match. We've seen a lot of scores twist around here this week in Florida. One that sticks out is John Morris, who was 9-5 down to Tencio and come back to win.
Yeah, he was 5 up before losing 9 in a row and then peeled off the last 5. Heck of a tournament for the Canadian. Well, Shane kind of hit the first one a hair thick. That's why he almost scratched.
Filling 5 racks to 1.
Yeah, he needs a kick on this one off the 6. It's not going to happen. I think you heard it, Carl, our mid-afternoon thunder.
Yeah, we are approaching 4:30. It's 4:15 now, so the rain will be due to start lashing it down. Can he play this with left and use the 8 ball?
Boy, I tell you, he ain't far from banking at this 2 on the bottom right.
Oh, yeah, I see what you mean.
He's going to kill the ball, though. I think the 1, if it's off just a hair there, playing cards with more, maybe. He goes after the bank combo.
Yeah, the worrying thing here is where the 1 ball finishes, because you feel like you're leaving a, some sort of jump shot, don't you?
Maybe near the 9. Oh, this is not... The safeties have been the ones that have been off.
Did he get some help? No, he didn't. That's 3 or 4 loose safeties now from Shane. He's kind of just sold out there.
Yeah, and I know the jump shot's so prevalent in our game, but I usually just like to lay on the rail behind the 8 there, not try to come up on it unless it's really natural. I know you're surrendering the jump, but man, the snooker's so important. Now he's going to get snookered here. Maybe he was trying to go into the 9. Big mistake here from Chang. And this ball's froze as well. No, I wouldn't say just hit the speed wrong. Really surprised he didn't put some left spin to open the cue ball up. Hard to get snookered that way. Now, Carl, do you kick at this from the top cushion like he's looking, or do you secure the hit coming to the bottom and try and cross it over or something? This is not a hanger kick shot.
Yeah, it's going to be made a little bit more difficult if he plays it firmer, because he wants to try and get on the 3, or does he just take his medicine and roll it? No, he's going hard. That was the problem. How many times do you see that and do that yourself, generally? If he has to hit it and rolls it, he pops it, the cue ball stays there.
Yeah, and I think that may have been the shot, especially being stretched. Easy to hit up on that cue ball, and you saw it bend. Big turning point there, missing that position on the 2.
Yeah, Shane needs an angle on the red 3. That's what's important here. Oh, wow, it's just not quite with it at the minute. The extension is back. Only for this shot, mind. It's a stretchy one. Can he pinch a bit, or is he going to start drawing the life out of this cue ball? Ball in hand, and he's potted 2 balls, and he's left himself this shot here on the pink 4.
Yeah, nobody gets up for the difficult shots. I don't think any better than Shane, but sometimes when you leave yourself in that position, it can be a bit more taxing.
Will he come back over to where he stood? Or will he go twice across and leave her, like where the pink is now, if you can imagine the cue ball there?
I think he'll come past the side twice.
Yeah, I get it. I just feel like it just makes the pot a little more difficult, but that's what he's playing. Wonderful.
And that, to me alone, is another example of that no extension. I think he can dig on that ball a little better, not only get it back, but slow it down at the same time.
Just keeps leaving himself a little funny. He could have left the cue ball on the left rail there, guaranteed the angle. He's down quick though. Yeah, he had angle. It's okay. Two options here. He can sort of stun this in and come across, or he can just play it with right and just cinch it down the right hand side of the table. That's the problem when you're coming back across. You can often do that. But he prefers that type of shot, doesn't he?
Yeah, absolutely. And I think the camera always fools us. If we look at the table, that shot's always a hair thinner than what the camera appears.
This is a big ball, this. Oh, straight in the middle. That's going to make him feel a little bit better. He goes back to the chair. Couple of racks on the spin. He now trails 5-2. What a beautiful setting. Been out in the arena near the table myself this morning. I want to say it's about 8 feet from the edge of the table to the arena. Would I be right there with my measurements, JJ?
Yeah, I'd say that. Looking at it, trying to squeeze a pool table in there, it'd be hard. So about 8 feet, yeah. 15 feet max from the first row, 13 feet maybe.
Matru Multisport CEO Emily Fraser enjoying the Starbucks coffee. Didn't offer us one, Jeremy. I didn't get no text, did you?
No. No coffee text. The coffee emoji is dead.
Rack 8. Shame I'm moaning great. Filling 5 racks to 2.
I'm sure she's asking if the fans she sat next to have bought their Mosconi Cup tickets. She'll be trying to sell them something. Here we go. That is better. He's going to get a look at this. He's going to get a look at this.
Yeah, it's Shane, of course, superstitious guy a little bit, like we all are. But if he feels good about the break, he's just going to hit it better. You know, he said that in the last tournament that he really has to change the break. Doesn't feel like he can win with the break he was delivering, which was that high volume speed break. Okay, everything plays. He's got to work the ball up and down the table a little bit from the 3 to the 4 to the 5 back to the 6. Definitely doable.
Wants to slow down a bit. That's bounced.
Yeah, he's pretty amped up, maybe. It's a similar shot as before as far as pinching this cue ball, not only to get it back past the side, but to slow it down as well.
It's nasty, this one. It really is. You've got to have good hands here. A real good feel.
What I always say to myself is you can bounce a good diamond off that second rail. Don't feel like you got to really baby it.
Yeah, and you've got to pinch the pocket here. This needs to slow down, Jeremy. Done well there. I didn't even pinch any of the pocket. It went clean in the middle.
Yeah, well, anytime the ball's off the rail a little more than the object ball, you tend to get a little more of that keel. If it's close to that rail, it can become very difficult, but
Oh, Shane. It's amazing, isn't it, Jeremy? He's just not quite on point at the minute. He's grinding away. He's trying to get back in the match and find it, and the miss has come.
yeah, didn't expect that miss. And if you look back at Shane, he has had his struggles. Mosconi Cup, some other areas. Sometimes those lighter ones were the ones that I think kind of the ones I remember the most, which just makes sense for any player, really. Can he make this? He's got to spin it. It looks like he's ducking. This is going to escape. Shane's going to get another look.
Okay. Chang found the gap for Shane. A little bit of a reprieve there.
Yeah, pay attention and commit here. If you're coming across the short side or you're killing it for the center.
Probably going to need the extension on the back of the cue, and it's going to be a little stretchy, reachy one.
Yeah, the extension even is black. It's not a white one. All kinds of changes for SVB, but no change still in this Final Four.
Let's go, buddy. Let's go.
All right, to cut it 5-3 and breaking.
Didn't manage to do it in one visit. He won't care. All he'll care about is winning the rack. He trailed by 5. Now he trails by 2. 5-3.
Yeah, this is our second semifinal. If you're just joining us, Aloysius Yap took down Mickey Kraus in our first race to 11, and that final between Yap and the winner here will be at 7:30 tonight. WNT.TV. Of course, you can watch all the action. Still much to come in the next few weeks. Also, the Battle of the Bull and Roanoke. And
Chang Bamboning, right? 5 racks to 3.
to me, my favorite tournament at the end of the month there, towards the end of the month, the U.S. Open in Atlantic City.
Yeah, and Jeremy Jones will be playing at the US Open. The Q will be back out.
Yeah, we ain't talked much, me and the Q, after this week's performance. We just stayed away from each other in the room.
Do you know where it is? Do you just throw it in the room as you went in?
Now I'm not sure exactly. It's on eBay somewhere, maybe. All right, big shot here. Whether you're killing it or coming across 2 rails, you can do a number of things, really. Don't really like rolling it myself, but even if you draw past the side, that's okay. One of the toughest shots to stay inside that side pocket. That's why I said I didn't even mind coming past the side. It's more of a normal way to shoot the ball.
Yeah, just the way this match has gone over the last 30 minutes, it was one of them where I just didn't fancy him for it, and that's very unlike me when Shane's at the table.
Yeah, he can kill this, kind of pinch it or come across.
Yeah, and he's one of the best at this. Talking about the US Open, Jeremy, do you know you've got in the opening round, the draw's been done?
Shane Wolford.
Shane Wolford.
Yeah.
Tough opener there for you.
Oh, yeah, very tough. I mean, be a fun match, though. I kind of feel like Chang needs to get through this rack. He's had a few just things get away.
Angle on the purple 5 is everything here. He needs a good angle.
All that cue power he has, he doesn't mind taking a little distance to kind of guarantee that angle that Carl's talking about. Now he can draw back, trying to get on the left side of the 5, or he can kind of hold, maybe draw back in between the 8 and 9 and take a little bit of a shot.
Extension, cool.
I like drawing back, trying to get where his hand's at now, maybe a little past it. Yeah, he's going to fall just a hair off angle. This is going to hurt a bit.
Yeah, it's amazing how much the shot has changed now. If he's another 2 feet higher up the table, he can just cut the ball in and come a couple of rails. He's down quick, though. This has got to go. Okay, he has a pot, but he's going to be knocking into the brown ball.
Yeah, he's got to go light here. Tell you showed us that cue power there because he didn't have much angle at all. Got a lot out of it. I thought he made really a heck of a shot to get here. I was about to say that. Any chance of making both and not getting position?
We spoke about the previous rack and how big of a moment it was. This is even bigger now. What do you like, Jeremy? Where do we stand here? What's the correct shot?
Well, I think that's where Poole was a little vague at times. I'm not saying either is incorrect, but commit to whichever one you're going to do.
I think he's going. He is going. We know he likes to attack the table. Where's the cue ball? Well, Chang Yulong, he's the man at the table with the cue in his hand, but it's all gone wrong. The comeback from SVB is well and truly on.
Yeah, I wish he'd have just had more time to commit to whatever he was going to do. It seemed like Chang got rushed.
5 racks from Chang. That's been halted because SVB has won the last 4, just trails by 1. Winner breaks with play on the WNT. Shane will break to tie it up. A wry smile on the face of Shane now.
Did you say rye or rare?
Rise.
Makes more sense.
Shane started smiling a lot more when he's around me backstage. He's warming to me.
Rack 10.
Yeah, no comment there, Carl.
5 racks. 4.
That's nice. It's really, really nice. Ooh, we could have done with a bump there.
Is there a rail first to chip the 2 and run the cue ball?
Oh, you're talking about the safety shot.
Yeah. I don't know if he can get deep enough to really consider the rail first to make it.
Yeah, what Jeremy's alluding to is the shot you often see where a player goes off the rail, hits the ball and pots it, but he's suggesting after the cue ball hits the rail, it hits the 2 thin, and then it kind of banks the blue 2 on the top rail, and you just run the cue ball
Push out cold.
around the table. Push out cold.
Yeah, well, that tells you that those rail first options are probably complete. Oh, no push, he said. Now he's looking at the shot I was talking about, I think.
Yeah, so you declare a push. The referee says push, but now he doesn't want to play a push. He has to tell the referee he's not pushing.
Anywhere on the thin side. Oh.
He didn't like it, did he, Jeremy? That's why his instinct was push. He changed his mind. It's gone wrong.
Yeah, and I just wonder, with this push-out option, you know, did he finally say to himself, hey, this push-out's probably going to be a harder situation than just taking this on? Ball in hand pretty big for Chang at the moment after making a mistake in rack 9. If he gets an odd flick here, yeah, he's made a big mistake here as well. Well, the 4 doesn't pass. Not much angle on the 3. Shane's going to get back to the table most likely. Needs to get over and play a real nice safety here.
Tried to move it. He tried to move it.
I'll tell you, he can go for the 3 railer here to try and make it. Stick him behind the 9 and have shape on the 5. Could go for the combo as well.
Is it going to go? It's close, you know. It's going to clip the 7.
Shane's got a 2-rail kick. He can play at a lighter speed if he wants. Lots of good things can happen. A little scrappy here, though, right? Early and approaching the midpoint of the match. Yeah, just trying to lengthen the game. Like the lighter side for sure, and I think he's just got to shave the pink and come down. Try and use the green 6. He's going for the bank, Carl. Wow. Thought he'd shave this and just come down table.
Yeah, maybe he heard you. That's how close we are. Surely he chips off it. I mean, it can't go wrong, can he?
Not too wrong, it seems like, especially if he cuts off this side rail like he did.
We know he's an attacking player, but that would have been borderline ridiculous to take the bank home.
Yeah, especially with such a simple safety on offer. I mean, that's the main thing you got to size up. This is like 100%. You're going to execute this. Shane may let him rip here. Why not? Not a whole lot of things down on the bottom to get cover with. A little elevated. The 8's there to maybe think about this combination and what may happen afterwards. Got to get on a 6 ball that's backup table, so I'd like to play rail first on this if I was comfortable. I don't think he has to get position otherwise. I hit it nice, but this is what I was talking about. Trying to get back on the 6. I guess you can go around the 8. You got 2 pockets. No reason to panic. You think with the nerves going, Carl, easy to end up short here?
Yeah, especially with this bridge action that he's showing us. It is short, but it's okay. He can run the cue ball around, can't he?
Yeah, it's just 3 rails, really. Looks like he may kill it. Why wouldn't he just run it, if there's any question?
Yep, shooting the 9 up past the middle. It's off the rail enough to not cause him any problems. And this will settle him back down, JJ.
Yeah, and I think as much as anything, the break shot may settle him down. That's how well he's breaking the ball.
Couple of decent safeties for Chang there. It's now 6-4. The DJ is pumping the tunes out. People are loving life here in Orlando. It's been a fantastic week. This is day 6. It's finals day. We started with 256 players. We're playing double elimination to the final 64. So you kind of get 2 bites at the cherry. Then from the last 64, it was single elimination all the way through. So just look at it like it's qualifying. And until we get 64 players left, we play single all the way through.
Hang your lunch break. Hitting 6 racks to 4.
The final 64, 32, 16 and quarters were a race to 10. Semis, now a race to 11. Ooh.
Well, I'd commented, I thought a couple of them were hair thick. That was really thick. Pushed the one way short of the side. Yeah, he drew it 1 rail past the side, so that's a telltale sign. Looks like he's got a natural, maybe just to get to the bottom rail. Not an easy ball, though. Looking at the camera, this looks like a kind of a throw-in for Shane, but there's definitely some angle to that side pocket. He's got to command the speed.
Oh, Shane. He was trying to hold the cue ball. Well, listen, as long as he's hooked and he's got a kick or jump.
He's got a difficult jump just to a sliver of the one. The kick problem is the side pocket's in the way, so not a lot of room for air. The feeling he may threaten this, though. Medium speed. He made a good hit. He's going to get help from the 7, maybe.
I think that's enough chalk, Shane. There'll be none left if you carry on.
I wonder if he's considering the cross side here. Cue ball pretty near the rail. If he elevates, he's definitely attacking the bank.
Jeremy Jones knows the game of Shane. He's going for the bank in the left centre at pace. Needs a little bit of form here. He needs it to land awkward, and it has done. So, for the second time in this rack, he'll go back to his chair, and he won't feel too bad. Do you think this sneaks past the pink 4, JJ?
I think it does, actually, but, I mean, where are you going with the cue ball?
Well, it's a big pocket. Oh, no, saying that, the scratch is on. I was just looking at the purple 5, sorry, but yeah, the scratch would be on.
But the safety is hard anyways. So, I mean, he may fly at this. Fluked it.
Oh,
Fluked
wow.
it.
What a fluke. Oh, my. Oh, my. What a fluke.
I tell you, you normally wouldn't, but would you look at the 2-9 with the big pocket right here on the 5?
I don't think he needs to. All the balls are
No,
there.
I know, but I'm just saying, as consideration, may not be that easy to get from the 5 to the 6 later in the rack. May have considered bumping the 5 right there. To be fair.
Well, we know he likes to fly at the shots, and I suppose when the balls are moving at that pace, and there's a lot of balls on the table, it's not unusual that you're going to fluke something.
Where you go here? Do you just get to the center and take the cut to go up and down somehow? Trying to threaten that speed, coming 2 cushions past the 8. He's drawing it. That's way light. Phew. Got to go up and down with outside. This becomes a little missable. Got to hit the gap, too. You hit it beautifully. Actually checked off the second rail a little more than I thought.
Riding his luck in rack number 11. Great look there of how high he stands off the cue. That's ideal, that you can play a similar shot to what he's just played to get on the 9. Watch out, cue ball. Nice, okay.
Gotta like the way he does it, though. He doesn't change, even in the biggest moments. Gonna let the arm swing.
Yeah, and I'm sure SVB fans are fuming with the fluke, but Shane had the first look at the 1 ball. Straight off the dry break, he missed it into the side, and it all unravelled from there. And that's what can happen on a pool table if you don't take your chances. I think we're going to have a timeout. We are. Yeah, I can't blame SVB for getting himself out there as well. US Open is just around the corner. It's not far away from where we are as well. We're going back to Atlantic City, Harrah's Resort. "14 former champions at the US Open. Jeremy Jones is one of them. 256 player field, 50 countries represented. That is phenomenal. 94 Americans participating, and just look at the 2 players there who have won 5. Earl the Pearl all the way back in 1984 when I was just 2 years of age. 1987, 1993, 1997 and 2000. And then SVB, well, he went on a rampage. 2007 was his first win. This is the schedule. Let's just look at the very top of the page for a moment. We had the European Open in March in Bosnia. Joshua Filler was the winner. Premier League was won by Moritz Neuhausen, and then a certain Aloysius Yap won the UK Open, and he's in this evening's final here at the Florida Open. Carlo Biado beat Fedor Gors in the final in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Really nice final that was as well. And of course we've got the US Open, just told you about that. And then we're going over to Asia, where we start with the Hanoi Open.
Yeah, here's some highlights from the U.S. Open last year, and of course, Fedor Gors was the man in every major moment. Why would the U.S. Open be any different? Incredible match between him and SVB. Crowds were incredible. Both players gave it their all, like always. But it was definitely Gorst in 24 in all kinds of ways. Gets the green jacket, and of course the Barry Berman trophy. Yeah, sweet stuff, and all these players are gearing up, I think, Carl.
Yeah, the East Coast swing. Everyone's been delighted here this week. You know, the players. They've been swimming in the pool at the hotel.
Rack 12.
The food has been
Your lungs a break. King 7
tremendous. Oh, this could open up. Yeah, the kiss on the pink 4. Is it the pink 4 that's after the blue 2? Yes, I can't see the red 3 ball. So he's got a bit of work to do here, I think. He may take a gamble and kind of draw into the pink. Hopefully push it over near the corner. So he's going to take a gamble. Yeah, that's the shot he was forced into. And boy, he will take that. Could have not come out any better. That'll do. Playing for the side pocket with a cue ball. Don't know if he can sort of drop this in, or does he have to spin 3 rails back out into centre?
Yeah, definitely 3 cushions, I think.
Yeah, 1, 2.
This could go a little bit.
3. That's okay. It's a hair light, but it's still okay. SVB pulled it back to just 1 behind. Then he missed a chance on a 1 ball. The gap is now 4. Chang Yulong 8. SVB 4.
Yeah, Shane's just, probably, hopefully not reflecting on any mistakes, maybe, but looking just for his next open opportunity. The problem is Chang's breaking the balls really well, and he knows that opportunity could never maybe come, or could be slim pickings. We'll see what he ends up getting, but just hoping the pool gods give him some chance from here.
Yeah, almost like it's back to square one. And you know yourself, Jeremy, Chang's on 8 now in a race to 11. How many more chances is he going to get?
Break. Leading 8 racks to 4.
Yeah, especially Chang made a nice clearance there. And 9 ball has some movement. He's going to get a thin one on the 2. We know he doesn't mind that. Probably goes 1 cushion into the black 8. He's got another chance to clear again.
Yeah, he's got to figure out what to do with the cue ball here. May take a bit of a gamble and run the cue ball into the black 8 ball. Problem is, if you don't hit it full, the cue ball's going to be squirting left and right. You're not quite sure where it's going to finish. Can he find a gap and go up and down? Yeah, he played for the 8 and he missed the 8. Wasn't easy. Off the rail from distance. Shane needs a bounce here. I think it's just okay. He can cut this ball in. That mistake all came from Chang not finding the 8 ball. He had to hit the 8 full. And he had to play that shot. Of course he did. It was not easy. Does the pink 4 go in the same pocket? Yes, it does. That helps.
Yeah, and this layout's there. Shane hasn't had a ton of looks off the break. It started when he won the lag. I think he froze the ball on the lag and just got it started with a jump shot at the 2, I believe it was. If I remember correctly, after being snookered, he's going to have to get out and, I believe, get some shots, put a few racks together.
Yeah, the green 6 will go in the side pocket easy enough.
There's Brandon Merriweather with Emily Frazier and Charlie Williams, former NFL player and first-round pick in 2007. Played with the GOAT, Tom Brady, the Bears. He was a safety.
Let's go, man.
Great player, big pool fan.
And I'm sure he'll be happy to see that 9 ball disappear. I'm sure he's rooting for SVB.
Yeah, he's a Florida guy, went to the University of Miami. The Canes, the Hurricanes.
Okay, Shane's got the break. He's been in the break okay in this match.
And I think both players would like to have just one break back. It was the opening break where Shane kind of hit a little heavy, caught both jaws in the side with the cue ball. But hasn't had a ton of looks, though.
No, and let's not forget, Chang's had a golden break. Well, he's certainly got Emily laughing. He must be a bit of a comedian as well.
Yeah, you know the sports guys, how they are.
Rack 14. Shane Van Boning to break. Spinning 8 racks to 5.
Well, it's 1-0 in golden breaks. Is it time to tie it up?
Yeah, see, that looked so easy.
Yeah, forget the golden break. He won't care. He just cares he's got to look at the lowest ball. He's got a pot here. He can swing the cue ball round.
Yeah, and I think the pink 4 up the table did open up just enough to go by the green 6, so center of the table do here.
You can see how much he's got to reach over, so much so even with the extension on, Jeremy, he can't get there, so he's got the bridge.
Yeah, I think it may have something to do with the right spin he wants to add.
Oh boy.
Yeah, he doesn't like it. I didn't like it as well. I'm kind of glad he got back up. It all looked a little bit nervy.
Yeah, he needs more middle right English than high right to get around the 7, right?
Kind of looks like if he had a slightly longer extension in his case, he'd be okay, but maybe he doesn't.
I think inside spin would get it there too. 1 rail to the center. Shane won't hear that cell phone most likely.
This is scary. Oh, he's done well. I thought you had to spin it the other way. That's fine. Pink 4 must go. He's come and had the look. He seems happy. He'll use 2 rails here. He'll just cinch this ball in and the cue ball will come over off the left rail just above that middle pocket. Just there.
Yeah, I think the 6 is not hampering either the pink 4 or the purple 5, so may have to kind of stun this a bit. Go 1 cushion. He played short side, smart.
He's going to go in the left centre and he's going to dig down, probably kind of draw it off this side rail a little bit. This is a big shot. Perfect look here. Watch the cue ball. You pull it off that rail. Does he float 2 rails down into the gap, or can he squeeze the cue ball off the 3rd rail?
I don't like the 3rd rail here myself, but he's going 5 rails instead, or 4 rails rather, and sliding up.
Smart play. Kind of takes the danger away.
Yeah, you just got to make sure put that extra oomph on it. Get that bounce off this bottom cushion. Should catch 2 rails here pretty easily. May fall to the 3rd rail. We'll see.
Let's go. Let's go.
Go ahead and let it go here also, Carl. 3 cushions. You don't have to. It's what you want, really. 1 cushion or 3.
Yeah, there was value in the 3 railer there. Also value in the 1 railer. Well, we know who the crowd wants to win. 8-6 now. Second comeback is on. A little break and run there for Shane. you're never quite sure if you're going to land on the lowest ball. We know that, but it's all about making sure you hit the cue ball as you wished. Hopefully the one goes in,
Shane Van Boning, great.
and the rest takes
Filling
care
6.
of itself. Shane must have the most golden breaks on tour. He's due one.
Well, unless something really odd happens, he's going to have a look. It's not easy. Definitely playable.
Yeah, it looked a little thin. The cue ball got kicked off a ball.
Yeah, just one aggressive cushion across between the 4 and 8, I think. Looks like a straight high ball, which is exactly what you want here.
Yeah, just make the ball. That's the rule here. That's rule number 1. Make sure you pot the blue one. Yep, there's the cue ball through the gap, what JJ said.
Now he can come one cushion again. Doesn't have to go 2. In fact, I prefer 1 here. Just stay away from the brown. Don't get elevated over the brown 7.
Yeah, kind of tell yourself go nearer the 9.
You know, Shane, I mean, just like most players, but he just wants that little thing to inspire him a little more to overcome things, and that's what he's working on here.
Yeah, not a lot of people have had the privilege of being in a match where you've been down and you feel like things have gone against you and you've made a few mistakes, but it can be a beautiful thing. It doesn't feel like it, but you know, when you get that comeback coming, Jeremy, it's a beautiful thing, isn't it? We've all experienced it on the table.
Yeah, absolutely. And he can really keep this simple. The 7 so accessible. Just get an angle on the 5 to get over for that 6.
That,
all right.
Well, that was not intended. I know the crowd was saying good shot, but you were trying to squeeze by that.
Yeah, I thought he may roll it in and just come one rail out and take that angle on the 5 to come 2 cushions like he's going to do anyways, but now much thinner.
I mean, I'm saying he was playing for the gap. Maybe this was the plan all along. Oh, SVB needs the cue balls keep going. Okay.
Yeah, and even more importantly, the 8 has cut off the natural kick because Chang's going to be a favorite to make this kick if the 8's not there.
I mean, does he fly at the jump?
No, you got to kick at this even if you're bending it, right? It's an odd, big stretch for the man. He's not as tall as some of us, right, for the right-hander.
Yeah, it's quite high up the cue ball, isn't it?
Extension call.
Yeah, Shane knows this kick could turn everything around. I think he's got to dig a little bit.
Yeah, so he's not guaranteed to land on the 6 even if he pots it.
Yeah, he's got to hit this with speed. He's queuing pretty high here.
Another one of them. It wasn't easy, but it seemed to just pull the trigger really quick when he was down on it.
Yeah, well, I thought he had to hit a much lower tip position here. Looked like he accidentally hit a little right English to me.
Now stroke.
Yeah, don't overthink it. Just go ahead and play the 6 up long. That carries you into a big position on the 7. That's why I was wondering what he did earlier when he shot the pink. You got to look and see the 7 so easy. You just need it somewhat straight on the 6. Now he can hold there and take a cut. He can roll past it, which past it could get a little dangerous to me if you land on the rail with the cue ball. May hold there. Yeah. speed will work.
That is pin point positional play.
Let's go.
For the second time in this semi-final, SVB has made a comeback. It's now 8-7. Shane will have the break. Missed the purple 5, left it awkward for Chang. Chang couldn't kick it in. That gave Shane ball in hand. And that's why it's 8-7. "42 years of age, the South Dakota kid." His opponent, Chang Yulong, 43 years of age.
Rack 16.
Come on, Shane, you got this.
Shane Van Benning to break. Trailing 8 racks to 7.
Here we go. Rack number 16.
Yeah, the 2's coming up near the cue ball. That's always a good sign for the guy breaking.
Yeah, a few hand signals there as well, willing the 2 ball and the cue ball to dress up. Got the pink 4 over the left middle pocket. That kind of dresses up nicely for the purple 5. You're going to need an angle on the purple 5. Well, maybe the 6 goes past the brown 7, so that's a little bonus.
Yeah, that makes things even easier. You don't have to threaten anything, really, as far as jeopardy. Just come on down and get close to this pink 4. That way you can draw straight out. I think he ended up a little short of ideal. That's surprising. Just anywhere 5-6 more inches, he just draws back just a little bit. You can see a little facial expression. Not the end of the world, but a little more work. Kind of cheated if he wants, but I'm not sure he'll do that.
Oh, this is spot on.
That's the thing about those side pockets. You can really abuse the pocket, you know, cheating it to run the cue ball, gather the right speed, and you hit the numbers here.
Tell you what, he's going to be feeling good walking around the table. Didn't get off to the fastest starts, and a large part of that was because his opponent, Chang, froze him out of a few of the racks early on, and then Chang's played a few loose safeties. Missed a couple of balls here and there, but the most impressive thing is the fight has still been there. All of a sudden, looks to be quicker around the table as well.
Yeah, good call there. Hasn't been in anything like this all week as far as a close match, and really responding on the chips that were down a little while ago.
I think it's about to get a bit loud in here. Shane Van Bonen, for the first time in this match, has drawn level. 5-0 down, 8-5 down. It's 8 apiece. It's now going to be a race to 3. If you missed the first semi-final, Aloysius Yap beat Mickey Kraus, so the winner of this will play Yap this evening. Aloysius Yap was the MVP in last year's Reyes Cup. He's won the UK Open this season. That's what awaits the winner.
Rack 17. Shane Van Bonen to break. Scores are tied. 8 racks each.
Yeah, the 2 escapes up the table. What about the black 8 and the green 6? It's amazing that one ball ends up in that position so often. But I don't know about you, Carl, but I'm a little interested to see how Chang responds if he gets a chance. You know, of course, American picked SVB to win the tournament, so you know where my heart lies a little bit, but I'm interested to see where Chang's at.
Yeah, your pick was Shane, so he's still going along nicely. Let's look at this game, though, 9-ball. It's a funny old game, and the drama it can bring at the top level when 2 of the big guns go at it can be incredible viewing. You can see every ball on the table, but the blue one, that's the one he needs.
Yeah, it's pretty incredible, and so incredible because it's so unpredictable.
Extension.
He seems to come up with the crafty ones at the biggest moments in these tactical battles, and
Would it be wise to try and tie something up, JJ, if he can?
well, I mean, that's traditionally what most do, but I've talked about it for years where Shane is the most unique player in the push out to where he never hardly ties a ball up. He wants to make it the most difficult safety or the most difficult shot you could imagine and just bet he can execute when you can't.
I mean, is the cross bank on? I know there's a possible double kiss with it, but I'm just trying to think what SVB's thinking.
Well, he can avoid the kiss easily with left spin, but it's awfully thin to go at the bank and really think you're going to have control of the cue ball. I think what SVB's going to do is drift him behind the 7, 1 rail, crossing the 2 over. That's what I feel like anyways.
Well, we're about to find out because Chang has whacked him back in.
Really, really doubt he'll put the speed to make the bank. I think it's going to be a floater with left spin, and like I said, just try and come back on the line he sends it on.
Yeah, and this is where all the other little games that some of these boys play comes into its own. The one pocket, the bank pool. Nine out of 10 for effort. It's pretty good.
Yeah, he had main thing control the 2, and again, just try and get that bonus to drift behind the 7. And you're certainly right as far as seeing those little lines, playing those different disciplines. Makes a huge difference. And this is as good a look as any to see how Chang executes now that it's 8-8.
Could be time for the short cue.
What's the 2 off the 7 look like, Carl? If he kicks behind it here, even with the jump cue, I think that's what I would look at. That's what he looked at.
Yeah, 7 going to go near the other corner, isn't it, as well?
Yeah, I think this slides off to 7 nicely, though. The 2 does. It's just a matter of getting enough speed on it to make that ricochet.
Yeah, Double J fancies the jump shot into the rail, into the 2 in the left corner, the brown 7 in the other corner.
Caught it thin. May get a roll at the right time. Yeah, the beeps got to him, I think.
We do like the beeps, though. It adds to the drama.
Yeah, now what, though?
Yeah, big angle, it looks like. Can he go near the 9?
Can he cheat it heavily to the left side and kill the ball? Yeah, he can. He can, for sure. Oh, he let it spread. He let it spread. Did you notice how the center of the pocket the 2 went into? Like, you got to overcut that to the left side, right?
Yeah, I was looking at the cue ball, to be honest. I don't know if he felt it would bite a little bit more. Fancy him going close here. Oh, he stayed over the hole. I thought he potted that one. This is why the WNT plays on a 4-inch pocket. We need misses. Misses create the drama.
Yeah, see. Ball first here, I would think. Could go rail first, but yeah, I like that. That's always going to be safe. You don't have to worry about your speed playing from underneath the pink. And that's what I was wondering about that look at Chang now that it's 8-8 with 3 games to go.
Yeah, you called it. That's why you're a coach, Jeremy.
Nah, that's got a lot of speed. Should be okay. He can handle distance, but maybe that harp thumping for SVB as well.
Yeah, SVB doesn't usually struggle when it comes to power. Really gearing up for the shot. You can see it there on his pre-stroke. Fighting off the jaw. Yeah, come over to that side of the table where he stood off the second rail. Make sure you bounce it off the rail. Any angle pretty much will do. Yeah, now he can play a 2-railer with a cue ball down the left side of the table. Can track it 1 and all.
It's feeling good, though. I got to believe it's going to be 2 cushions.
Yeah, it just brings the cue ball into the potting line of the 9. SVB has not led in this match. He's leading now, though. He's leading at the most important time. Shane Van Bonen from 5-0 down and 8-5 down now leads 9-8. There's confirmation of the first semi-final and obviously the route from the quarters. Mickey Krause unfortunately went down to Aloysius Yap. It was a great match. A close one, just like this one. 11-9. Yap's through to this evening's final. Will it be Shane Van Bonen? He needs a couple more.
Yeah, the last one. It was the last ball rolling. pink 4, I believe it was. It got in the way.
Rack 18.
Broke the balls
Shane Van
beautifully,
Boden
though.
break. Leading 9 racks to 8.
The 2 is alone again, somewhat.
Jacked up over the 8. That is unavoidable. Pink 4 going forward might be in play as well.
Yeah, I was going to say that's another unavoidable one, it looks like. Not unless you're going to do something that's really gambling. You may just cut this in, though, and brush into the pink over, bounce off the rail, take a little longer shot on the 3, trying to push the pink 4 in front of that upper right corner. I think here it's all about the 2. And he pushed it over there a little bit. I think that's all you can do.
Yeah. It was there. It was on. As you said, make sure you put the 2. Kind of bump this 4 ball, the pink 4, into a better position as well. So he's just got to make sure he finds this route where he can't fail.
He could stun over to the lower left corner and just take the long one on the pink. That's there for sure.
Yeah, he might even swing it around 1, 2, 3 in between the brown 7 and pink 4 back out into the top rail.
He's amping up, whatever it is.
I think that's the show he's playing, JJ.
Wow.
He is. That's why they paid me the big money. What a shot.
Yeah, but you know how little of angle he had on that ball?
You could see the cue ball hop, couldn't you?
Yeah. And he teased himself up. That way we know what's coming. It's pretty sweet to watch.
A little light here.
It's okay. Just a draw stroke.
Again, that's easy done when you're amped up. Trying to, just float the cue ball off one rail when you're cutting it into a gap. It's tricky. Tricky shot.
Yeah, he's overamped it a little more again. May be able to take this in the side, though, which will make him a little more comfortable.
I don't know why. I just thought he was playing for the side when I seen it come over with pace.
Did he fall straight here? Or he's going to have to take a cut on the 8? It should be okay. Just draw a little closer, huh, Carl?
Yeah, it looks pretty straight from here. Shane is on the hill. And you can see what it means to the fans here. They want an SVB win. They want him in the final. The big rack, Jeremy, was when you called it. I can't remember which rack it was, but when Chang hooked himself when he cut the 2 ball into the corner.
8-8. It was 8-8.
8-8. That was huge because he'd had to witness Shane winning the last 3 racks there.
Yeah, and Chang made a pretty nice safety. That's when SVB, the Beeps, came down on the jump shot. He surrendered that shot. Just sometimes when the nerves get going, it's not so much you're going to miss a ball. You just don't see everything as clear as other days or other matches, and that definitely got the best of Chang in that moment.
Rack 19. Shane Van Boning to break. On the hill, 10 racks to 8.
Well, he doesn't get as much action on the 9 as he normally does with the high-powered break. Cue ball. Cue ball.
Fast right.
Well,
Ball in hand.
we want more drama. We're going to get it.
Yeah, 2 little kisses right there. Kind of simultaneously on the 2 and the 7.
Similar to a break he did earlier. I know he didn't scratch, but the way the cue ball went, got kicked from down in this corner.
Does the pink pass the brown 7? That would make the rack very playable. Is he looking at going into something now?
Yeah, maybe into the brown or...
Just the edge of the brown. Yeah, you can see that's a good look. The brown definitely has the pink covered. Good shot.
Yeah, that opens up the pocket. That's why he did it.
He's going to be stretched here and a little flat. You would figure him to stun across, but anytime you're stretched, you can easily lose a little power just being in an awkward position. Ooh, I don't call a lot of pocket, Carl.
Ooh, okay. Looks pretty straight. Maybe able to pinch it and go forward still. Very good at this type of shot. Yeah, with ease. Feeling it though, losing the cue ball somewhat.
Yeah, it could have handled all kinds of different angles, and now it's falling straight, drawing towards the short side, and going forward is very much gambling, I think, the way the table could arc on you. Usually opens that up with a lot more side spin, does Chang, and just takes the angle. Maybe overlooked it, huh? Played it pretty nicely. Looks like he can go forward and get to the top cushion with no problems. Little shy, caught it a hair heavy.
Yeah, this is a shot that the pros have had millions of times. You don't always land straight on the 9, so you are faced with this one. In the heart of the pocket, Chang Yulong will just not go away. He needs the last 2. SVB needs 1. Chang Yulong has not had much success on the World 9-Ball Tour. 2019 US Open, he lost to Wu Cha-Ching. 2015, he won the World Cup of Pool with Ko Pin Yi. It's got a different feel about it now, though. Only 3 events by Matchroom back then. That's the trophy. Looks very nice, I must say. Jeremy, you could have had your hands on that.
Funny guy. It's been daily. You know what, though? No one's brought up my time foul in the Moscone all week, hardly. No, maybe once.
Oh, really? So that's
no, that all still happens all the time.
it still happens, man.
Kind of like you bringing up my play this week every day.
Right. Spelling 10 racks to 9.
It's all right, though. I don't mind being a spectator for this stuff.
Yeah, it's fun in games. This is not fun in games, though. This is serious business.
Ooh, I was tracking. He's got to look. Tell you what. He's got to make a little bit of a tricky shot here to start, but if he can go into the 9 comfortably, they're all there. So you have to kind of stun this a little, Carl? Or can he just level out? Leveling out would be perfect.
Yeah, I don't
Pair
know.
left English?
Yeah, I just don't know from here.
Looks like there's more cut than it appears on the camera, so I think he can just level out with left. Oh, he's elevated.
That was the danger. You know, as soon as he was jacked up, if you don't hit the 9 full, you can lose the cue ball.
Or what I thought, by rolling, even if you hit the other side of the 9, you fall a little straight on the 3, but you can draw up the table for the 4. So now he's got to beat the 8 and 6 to come across.
Yeah, whatever you do here, just make sure you pot the ball.
Man, would you flick this with a hair of outside, trying to avoid the 8, going towards the 4 and 5? Or a hair of inside to go between the 8 and 6?
Oh, I don't know. I'm just glad I'm stood here.
I think I go outside, to be fair. Easier to make the ball. There's no scratch involved.
He thought he was going to hit a ball then. He didn't.
Pretty confident stroke, even though the situation and cueing near the rail.
Yeah, what I liked about that is he knew he didn't have any kind of guarantee with the positional shot, so he just thought, just make the ball the best way I can.
I like the other side of the pink. I like coming behind the 6 here and cutting the pink past the side. Is this enough?
It's not.
Yeah, I didn't understand that safety at all. You're really putting a lot of pressure on yourself to get that 1-ball snooker.
I better sit down because I am right in Shane's eye line. I need to be still on this ball. Otherwise, he'll be after me. Let me tell you, he is jacked up right down the middle.
Boy, he'd love to be able to hit this firm and go into a ball to hold the cue ball. Doesn't mind the hard side when the pressure's on.
Ooh, the flick. The little flick.
Now it's all about how you like to make the ball. Can he come 3 rails around the 7, or is he going to go 2 back and forth and take some distance? Got to go back and forth.
Yeah, and he's used his extension, so he's got 10 seconds left.
Got to go.
Yeah, that's got to go.
A long ways.
Oh, no. Missed the trick there. He had the full left square next to the break box he could have landed in.
Yeah, I think there was just a hair of let up there. Because that really never kind of threatened it from the go. I thought it was short the whole way.
Kicking behind this. Got to make sure he gets a good 6 ball. It's not easy to play the kick and stick.
You got to aim away from it a long ways and spin into it. That's why he's going 2 cushions. May fluke it.
What a great kick shot, it has to be said. But where's he going to finish? Are we going to get any 9 action? No, we're not.
Man, I may go for the bank here. It's a little touchy trying to make the 6 escape and go behind the 7, I think.
Chang himself has got about 10 seconds to play the shot. Is he going for the bank?
He's cutting.
Ducking. He's cutting. He is, and I'll tell you what a cut it was.
That's as unlucky as I've seen, really, to fall like this, just a foot away, not even from the 7.
Yeah, this probably still cuts as well. Super thin. There's another look. That was a beauty.
It's got to spin it.
Very easy to hit this thick.
Needs to get up a little bit. Needs a friendly bump.
I think it's not bad.
Funny smile there from Chang.
It's going to go down to 1 rack. He's cheering like he's won the match. It's Hill. He's going to have the break to get through to his first Open final. Aloysius Sharp awaits. SVB had a chance to win the match. It wasn't easy. He just let up on the positional shot. He hooked himself.
Yeah, and he doesn't seem too bad in the chair considering it was in his hands, and I don't think any of us expected him to be short there. Maybe miss a ball coming down the end. We can all do that. Chang's got to avoid the thick hit on the 1. That's been the problem. It's only been a couple times, but it has produced a scratch.
Here we go. 1 rack. Decides it all.
Hill. This is the final rack. Chang Yulang to break.
Yeah, the 2's going to be near a pocket, it looks like. What's the 3 going to do? This did open up, I believe.
Oh, yes, it did. Good break.
And I'll tell you, that 3 ball in the last game, shooting near the cushion, may really help him with his opening 2 ball. Much easier, but still having that good feeling of getting through the ball.
They're all there. If he can take care of this one, he's going to need an angle on the red 3. He's got to get back down here for the pink.
Well, he's got to hold this. This may fall below if he doesn't pay attention. Yeah, this is going to be a little touchy.
Doesn't mind the big angles, does he?
Yeah, but this is a lot here, Carl. This is not easy to get past the side. Really surprised, even though the 6 being there, he didn't dig on that a little bit. That being the 2 ball.
Yeah, there you see the purple 5 goes past the brown 7, no drama.
He's banking it. Oh no, he spun it.
Foul shot.
Now he did catch the 3 a little thin to the pocket, but I thought it was always going to be definitely gambling getting past the side.
I was watching the crowd. I thought it was at the Mosconi Cup. I thought Jason Shaw had just scratched him up out the chair. Still got to get on the green 6 right. Does he go straighter on it? Oh, no, he goes there because he's going to pull back across. Of course he is.
Yeah, you got to play for the angle. The 7 has 2 pockets. Well, it's going to get a little flattish.
You were right, Jeremy, though. The 2 ball from Chang, he just left himself too much to do. He played a shot on the 2 ball before where he hooked himself. I don't think he's realised there's still a bit of slide on the table.
Yeah, I thought he had to dig a little bit, even though the 6 was probably what was on his mind. But all right, he's home free here.
Well, he's going to be feeling it. Doesn't matter what he's won. I think he's fell okay there.
Yeah, He can draw it or stun, it looks like. Stun forward or draw back.
I tell you what, we have been treated to 2 sublime semi-finals here, both pretty much going the distance. The first one, 11-9 to Yap. This one's gone all the way. Where does he go here, Jeremy?
Close quarters. I like just coming one rail across the 9 myself. If I had a little distance away, it'd be different, but you can go and hit the second cushion if you want. Is he going inside? Yeah, he's going 2.
He's getting the cue ball cleaned. He's feeling it. He's done it all. Look at the tournaments SVB's won, but I tell you, there's about 350 people in here. They are crammed close to this table. The front row are probably about 10 feet away. The atmosphere in this match has been of the highest order. SVB has won an absolute classic. He's beat Chang Yulong 11 racks to 10. Just listen to the crowd. SVB, SVB. They're the chants. Chang Yulong, you played your part in a wonderful semi-final.